Alright. Here we go. Yeah, might as well get comfy. This is gonna be a while. Hello, everybody. This is Uncle Dylan here, God of Chaos. And today we are doing the one shot of when Deku was born in, hold on, let me get the script. Fallout New Vegas. So basically, what Deku was in Fallout New Vegas. That's the best way of saying it. I am not going to use the logo. Actually, yes, I am. Now, I'll probably use the logo of Fallout New Vegas to make things a little bit easier on everyone. But there will be... I will say this. There will be things I won't really add. For example, in this one, Midoriya is not the main antagonist. It's because, well, let's be honest, that wouldn't really make sense. Hey, let's make a fucking kit. Make Izuku Midoriya the main antagonist of so much bullshit that he has to literally jump over hoops just to make sure he survives the whole ordeal. Well, that wouldn't really make sense. Also, the reason I'm actually doing Fallout things is because of the TV show and the update for fucking Fallout, which desperately needed. I'm actually playing Fallout 4 as we speak, and no, I will not do a Fallout 4 What If, because technically we have done that more than once in more than one occasion, which I am actually telling the truth. We have done that more than once, and it is very, very, very unlikely I'll do another Fallout 1 until... I mean, I might do Fallout 76, but that's a big if, because... well, it's Fallout 76. It's not bad anymore. It used to be terrible back then, but now it's actually better. I consider it, but right now let's just focus on New Vegas. Now, in this world, because one of you actually requested that can you do more details on the quirks and all that in this one. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, fuck it, why not? I really don't explain everything to you all, so I figured, you know what, fuck it, why not? I got nothing better to do. Also, unfortunately, I forgot to mention this is also a quick update. I will only be making what ifs now through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I know, technically this is Wednesday, so don't get your fucking crummies up. The reason I am only doing this Monday through Wednesday is because my D&D group, in case you all forgotten, I have a D&D group, which a lot of you actually have not. You all have actually remembered I have a D&D group, so... oh, yeah, pretty much that's half the reason, but the other reason it's because I don't trust my camera still, because of the whole, Well, and I hope you all can understand that, so... well, let's get to it. Now, in this world, Midoriya's quirk is called Moose. And in case you don't get the obvious fucking thing, he basically is like a moose. Literally a moose quirk. Or were-moose, or whatever you people want to fucking make up excuses to play as a fucking beast folk. Okay, he has mostly the durability, the intimidation, and everything else of a moose. He was from a tribe called, hold on, I wrote it down. You know what, fuck it, we'll make it easy. He was a member of the Khans. Now, for the lore of the Khans, in case you don't get the idea, just look them up. They're actually all over YouTube. I remember they actually were... yeah, they're all over YouTube. You can literally find them anywhere. They're that fucking common around Fallout New Vegas. They're not as powerful as they were now, but like I said, Midoriya is not going to be the main antagonist because, well, there's no fucking point. Because in this one, Fallout New Vegas this is actually during the whole Fallout New Vegas thing. I mean, the main antagonist will actually pop up to Khan, but in the time that happens, Midoriya will actually be in charge, so... oh, let's get to it. Midoriya is around 6 or 7 years old when this happens. Oh, forgot to mention, Midoriya is the oldest one in the Khans. He was actually the one who originally was part of the Khans of all of them. Now he's part of the Great Khans. But he's not a leader in this one, no. The reason he doesn't fight or try to take over rule, because there's no point. There's not a reason to actually, well, become leader. Not yet, anyway. He doesn't see the faction even worth saving because, well, he's the Khan. Come on. So we now get to the Great Khans. And we just see them literally minding their own business, minding their own thing. And when Midoriya actually is taking care of some of the Khan children, this is when the leader of the Legion shows up. I can't remember his name. Let's just call him the leader of the Legion, because like I said, not many main characters are going to pop up here and there. But we also meet this one guy, this humongous guy that's actually as tall, almost as tall as Midoriya, but it still has to look up at him, because in this one, mooses are fucking huge, so he's also fucking tall. He's like the height out of your typical Deathclaw, actually, which is pretty tall if you think about it. But he ain't like fucking Frank Horgan. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. And he uses mostly melee weapons in this one. Midoriya is a lot of weapons. He uses a lot of weapons. But he ain't really picky, unlike some people. Well, unlike others, he's not really picky about using weapons of sorts. Certain weapons he will not tolerate, one of them being like switchblades. He's too big for those. Rifles, too big for those, but he will use stuff like a shotgun, which I forgot to mention, he calls his shotgun Betrayal, because that's literally what it does. It is a legendary shotgun that does bleeding damage, which I always thought was actually underrated, the bleeding damage thing of Skyrim. Wait, no, Skyrim. Fallout New Vegas, my apologies. Although legendary weapons are not really that common around Fallout New Vegas until Fallout 4. So yeah. His other weapon he uses is pretty much a battle axe that he's made out of the scraps of everything. The scrap that he uses, it pretty much think like Grogdak's battle axe, but it was scrapped up and literally improved over the years. Here's, like I said, Midoriya is literally like the big guy of the Great Khans, and he hears the negotiation of the Great Khans. One of the kids walks up to, well, Midoriya and says, "Hey, how come you don't want to become Khan?" Simple. There's no point. I will become Khan when I need to be. Until then, there's no point. Okay. And the kid understands. And because in this one, Midoriya is pretty much one of those people that you can understand, but at the same time, watch out for, because he's one of those people you don't want to fully trust, but at the same time, you can trust to a degree. So right now, Midoriya is walking, fishing, and hunting. And right now, Midoriya is pretty much gets back, and this is when the Khan tells everyone that that's some speech. Everyone, today we pledge our allegiance to the Legion. The Legion? What is he talking about? Why would we do that? May I ask why we're pledging ourselves to the Legion? They're pretty much just a bunch of fanatics that wants to rule the world. Didn't we not want the same? No. We were based off of survival. I thought the Khans were not meant to be puppets. Agreed, but we have little choice. We are spread thin. No. Oh, we're not spread thin. But I suppose you are the leader. I can't really say anything since I'm not counseling. Hey, this will bite you in the ass. Mark my words. And mark them I shall. Now, we get to Midoriya pretty much sitting down, minding his own business, sharpening his axe, and ready for the fights. Because he knows he'll be on the front lines with the Legion. He doesn't like it, and he doesn't care for it, but he knows he will. Now, this is when we get into the details of Izuku Midoriya's armor. I figured we'd give it a little bit of a improvement from typical Legion armors, since Legion armor is mostly shit, and in my opinion. To others, I can already hear them saying, "How dare you? The Legion armor is bona fide badassery." Yeah, well, you're talking to someone that literally still plays Fallout 4 without mods. Yeah, you heard me right. I don't play Fallout 4 with mods. Mostly because they get up getting fucking glitchy, or everything will end up looking purple or something. I mean, we all have a reason. Hell, I actually don't even play Skyrim on survival mode that much. The only time I actually play Skyrim or Fallout on mods is if I'm very bored, or luckily I'm not playing one. Anyway, so Midoriya is mine. So pretty much Midoriya is getting ready, and this is when the Legion actually shows up to take him to the training center, which makes no fucking sense. And since he's actually better trained than fuck, what was his name? I gotta actually remember the fucking main antagonist's, hold on a minute, and I'm gonna look up his name. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, I had to look him up. Legatus Leninos. That's gonna be a fucking mouthful to say. Hey, Midoriya is actually confronted by Legatus Lenino. AKA, which means, butcher, I think it means in Roman. My fucking Roman is more shit than my Italian. It was something that John Panette said, and I can't remember, but it meant, feed me, I'm hungry. If anyone remembers that joke, then fucking say it, or better yet, say something like, hiking that is a walk that sucks. If you know the show, you will know what to say. And if you don't know John Panette, then fucking watch him. He's an absolute legend in the fucking comedian. Yeah. Yes, your fucking God of Chaos has good taste in good stuff. Oh, do not be surprised. I mean, a man without taste is no man at all. Which is, I say, a morte de fama. Hey, I got it right that time. Okay, Legash. Damn it, I already forgot his name. How do you forget his name? I made it like 5 minutes ago. Bad habit, I suppose. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm only gonna say Legatus, just to make my fucking brain get that in his fucking idiotic skull. Legatus. Yes, that is his name, Legatus. Talk about a name that will be a pain in the ass to actually not remember. Anyway, Legatus immediately confronts his Midoriya and sees the fucking battle scars and all that. Legatus actually is the only one that refuses to actually fight Midoriya, because Midoriya is a very feared raider for good reasons, and also so he will not hesitate to betray the Legion. He doesn't give a rat's ass who or what you are. You attack his clan, you're going to answer to him. That's what Midoriya is telling Legatus, just right in his face without even saying a word. But he doesn't need to say anything, actually. He just looking at Legatus, and obviously saying it to his face is that, I don't care who or what you are. Fuck with me. Fuck with my clan, and I'll fuck you. So, not in a sexual way either, literally shoving his axe directly to his skull. Legatus acknowledges the Midoriya's fearlessness, and immediately puts him in the captain of his own crew called the Mooses of Damned, which is a literal suicide squad of the Khans' main forces. And since the Khans' forces are small, Midoriya uses that smallness to actually have better tactic. Which meaning Midoriya is an open thinker. He's not like the other tribes that just use melee weapons. Midoriya actually knows what convoys to hit and what to avoid. Because he knows if he gets the full NCR's attention, the cons will immediately be butchered like pigs. So they do small convoy attacks, which is not literally the best way to get Legatus' respect, but to be fair, Midoriya's not after Legatus' respect, because in his mind, he's just a fucking brainwashed maniac. Although Midoriya is no better, to be honest. He is twice as crazy as him. So, we now get to Midoriya and his men. And they do have one moment which Midoriya refuses to let her be a concubine. And anyone who touches her actually ends up with a battle axe to her skull. Even the Legion leader had to accept the fact that he's not going to let that happen. But Legatus even recommended not to do this and let it go, the fact that there's a woman fighting, because he's not going to allow it. He knows it. He ain't dumb. He's seen what Midoriya could do. He ain't someone to fuck with. But he's literally... Anyway, we get to Midoriya, and here's the men that Midoriya travels with. Mina, who doesn't have a quirk, but is actually in this world a female human. But I know quirks, because since it's New Vegas, she technically has to be human. I'm not gonna make her a ghoul. Well, that'd be kind of a sin, and I could already hear the fucking people who love Mina hentai screaming at my head. I don't feel like dealing with that hentai bullshit. And put your fucking pants on, you nasty bastard. Or no one wants to hear you having a wank. The next one is Katsuki Bakugo, who is actually a ghoul in this one because he's fucking annoying. But also it's because it makes sense. In this one, Katsuki is a good with explosive dynamite. Oh wait, I forgot to mention what Mina could do. Mina is the sniper of the group, and she's the only one that actually uses sniper weapon. Katsuki is the explosive guy, landmine, dynamite, etc. The next one is Mineta. What was his name again? Oh yeah, Mineta. Mineta is surprisingly the dual wielder / archer. He's literally like the rogue of the group. He knows what he's doing. While Midoriya is the flat out tank, so he's the heavy hitter. Slat. Ash, I'm gonna fuck you up type of thing. Now, their armor. Mina wears light legionnaire armor, leather pads as usual, which is literally what all of them wear. Bakugo wears like a mixery of NCR armor and the Legion armor. Or medium Legion armor. The next one, Mineta is the same thing as Mina, light, except he has a wolf's head on this thing. Now, Midoriya, he's different. He wears the skull of a Yaogwai on his shoulder and a death claw on his other shoulder. Has a scar on his mid-chest and a scar on his left eye. He's not blind on the left eye. His fur is completely jet black. His blade and his axe, Betrayal, along with his shotgun. No wait, Betrayal is his shotgun. My bad. And his axe is actually called Blood Splatter, which makes fucking sense if you think about it. So now we get to Midoriya, who is sitting down after literally killing a bunch of people, aka a bunch of innocents. And it's mostly like your typical fucking NCR people. There you go. This is when Mina walks up to Midoriya, who is sharpening his axe and bandaging up a Bakugo. Thanks. Anytime. Commander. Don't call me that. Sorry. How are you, Izuku? Mind if I talk to you? Sure. I've been meaning to ask you, why didn't you take over for your clan? You would literally be the best you'd be the best warrior in the group. True. But what would I gain? What? Think about it. The Legion is just a bunch of idiots that are trying to rebuild something out of pure stupidity. They are destined to fail, just like the way they were based off of. Based off of what? Oh yes, I forget that you weren't born in a vault. You were born in the vault? I was there when the first cons arrived, and when the vault trailer completely destroyed our people. Wow. Oh, how did that go? Oh, our con was dumb enough to try to capture a mayor's daughter. So you can imagine the idiocy I gave. Not much was really said after that. I haven't had to encounter any other people in quite some time. Then the new cons were formed. I was brought back. They were just as dumb as his father, and he was just as dumb as his father. The only difference is he was actually paranoid to the point it was a miracle. Recall he didn't go insane. Truly? Yep. What was the next one? The next one was another man. This con was just as dumb. And now we got the con that we are traveling with now. Dumb enough to actually accept the Legion. So what do you think we should do? No point in betraying them. The Legion will just hunt us down like suckling pigs. And I know that the fallout about NCR will one day find out where we are and butcher us like pigs. So you're suggesting we should leave? Not yet, Mina. Speaking of that, how's your sister? Oh, she's dead. Died from a Legion's hand? Yeah, because she refused to mate. Mate with a Legionnaire. Can't say I blame her. The men there were always disgusting. And pathetic. You could say that again. So they punished her by crucifying her. I will get the body down. You sure? What if you get in trouble? The leader of the Legion is not dumb enough to enter my anger. And besides, what would he gain? They ain't pissing me off. The cons. Besides, he knows I'm the only thing that's actually useful in the cons. And he knows if I betray them, the cons will back down and never help the Legion again. So he has to accept what I do. So that means getting my sister down. He doesn't really have a choice. Not really. That makes sense. What about you and Mineta? I heard you actually accepted him as a mate. More of a lover. You and Mineta, huh? Yeah. What about you? I'm not gonna need a mate. Why? My dick is too big. I mean, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm half moose. Hell, I'm full moose. You really think a woman's gonna survive me fucking them? I don't know, but when you put it like that... See? I hate it when you're a realist sometimes, Captain. I mean, Midoriya. Anyway, enough of that. We should probably report back to what's his face. You mean Legate? You mean the Emperor? Yeah, whatever he's called. I'm not calling him that. Excuse me. Kirishima, what brings you here? I have reports. The Khan is dead. You are now the new Khan. What? So soon? What killed him? Some vault dweller. Some guy I killed the entire town. Killed him. The Khans had nothing else to do, so they put you in charge. Of course they would. Did they say why I was put in charge? Mostly because you're the best. And it's also because they're scared of you, sir. What should we do? I will speak to the leader. Very well. Be careful. I always am. Hello, Legion. Or whatever your fucking name is. By the way, Midoriya's in the camp. In the Legion camp. No, the main camp. The big boy. Ah, Midoriya, what brings you here? The Khan. Apparently I'm now in charge of the Khans. We have some renegotiating to do. Very well. Oh, I suppose our deal is the same. You come in and just butcher everything you can. Although I will admit, I'm starting to see your usefulness is ending at this rate. Well, that's because you're a dim-witted fool. One that only thinks about the past, and thinking that the NCR could easily be dominated. You're a fool. The NCR will never be defeated that easily. And the Khans are not going to fight a fool's game. So the Khans are disbanding us. Yes. And don't even try to send your legionnaires. You and I both know that you will not live to see tomorrow. But your death will not be at my hands. I have a feeling your death will be a somewhat crueler fate to someone else. I may not believe in destiny, but I believe in monsters. So, if your God, if any of those fucking believe in crucifixion bullshit, that there is a God in this world, I highly doubt he's just gonna let you walk away unscathed. Have fun. Midoriya walks away, and when Midoriya does, he gets to the Khan's home. So he was murdered. Yep, by the Khan. Yep, by an unknown person. He just walked in and meant to do all that. So, what should we do? We help the NCR. We destroy the Legion. What? If we destroy the Legion, the NCR will give us a place to call home. What makes you so certain they'll do that? They won't have a choice. They will know how desperate they're going to be, especially since they're going to be fighting a lot. And the NCR, well, they're getting desperate, I can tell. Oh. Mineta, yes? Deliver this to one of the smart generals. Not the other one. The smarter one. Of course. Meanwhile, with Mineta who gets there, and I'm going to say it's Ochako Yuraka. The only NCR veteran. Right. She has a burn scar on her left eye, completely blind. Carries a sniper rifle, well, similar to Mina's, except it is better, 50 caliber, and not an energy. And she sees a Khan uniform. Hold it. I come in peace. The new Khan asked me to deliver you a letter. Uh-huh. And I'm supposed to believe that how? Why would I walk into an NCR bay and he's alone and unarmed? Fair enough. Come on in. The Khan has sent me to give you this, if you're willing to accept our cooperation. So, the great Khans want to join the fight against the Legion. I'll admit, this surprised me. Who's the one in charge? Izuku Midoriya, also known as the Butcher. Butcher King, yeah, I know him. We will accept it, but what he wants in return? He wants some. He wants a land. Land. I suppose I can arrange that. But wasn't the Khan's part of the Legion? He disbanded it. Meanwhile, with Midoriya. Sir, are you sure it's a good idea to put landmines around here? Yes, the Khans will try anything to get that. Oh. I guess that makes sense. Khan, speak. Big Scout. The Legion is coming this way. Figure they would. Get in position. Alright. Anyway, the Legion, led by, I'm going to say, some confident NCR, some confident person. This is the Khans. Must have left like cowards. Beep, beep. What the? He sees a bottle cap mine. Oh, god damn. And the bottle caps shoot everywhere, piercing the skins of Legion, and rockets shoot out and literally obliterate the Legion. Midoriya, leading by some Khan warriors, takes the charge and literally starts fighting the Legionnaire. Why am I not surprised you're the one that sticks with the Legionnaire, Dinky Ikaminari? The Legion is the best hope for the world. The Legion, that is nothing more than a broken past that will never be a success for anything except at fighting. And the Khans are any better? Unlike you, the Khans are like cockroaches. You can destroy them, you can stomp them, and you can break them. But you can't really get rid of them that easily. In case you're wondering, Dinky is the one that actually uses his bleeding weapons. Meaning he uses a lot of it. And is one of the few that actually can use that. When he tries to use Vac, Midoriya throws mud directly into his face. Did you really forget? I know you know how to use that stupid technique. Of the combat system? You're a fool. Time to die. Midoriya slices Dinky's arm off. He screams in pain and holds his stump, what's left of his arm. You should have known better, Dinky. You cannot survive against a Khan. After defeating... Anyway, this is when... And surprisingly, NCR soldiers come and help them and literally fights back against the Legion. The great Khans cheer in victory when the leader, when Mineta and Ochako Yoraka show up. So, it appears that you actually got our letter. Yes, I'll admit, it takes a lot of balls to break up with the Legion. I have something that might prove useful for both of us. Oh? He shows him a map. This is all the Legion's locations. How did you... The Legion trusted me too much. And shared too many. Also, some of the women in the NCR were kind enough to actually tell me information. What was in return? Take a guess. You fucked them? Yeah, but only for 5 minutes. Really? Why? Oh, right. Moose cock. I forgot. Yeah, moose cock. Anyway, changing the subject back on my ruin. Right. So, where do you think they'll go? The Khan will definitely try everything in his power. The Legion will definitely try everything in their power to try to get a foothold on the home that you have. It won't be easy considering the fact that they're using weapons that won't even pierce many. So you know. You got an idea how to break them? Destroy these places, destroy the generals, they'll die. But there's one person. If we find a cruel man with a crucifixion bullshit, he's mine. I know who you're talking about. But when would you think these will break them? I have my sources. Well, first the Brotherhood joins our cause, and now the Legion. And now the Great Khans. I guess anything's possible. I thought you and the Brotherhood had some falling out. We did. But some fucking guy, some wanderer, managed to convince us when he joined the NCRS. What's his name? Don't know. He prefers to call himself Wanderer. Understandable. Yep. Apparently he's looking for someone in Vegas. He got shot in the head and he wants payback. That makes more sense. Revenge will teach anyone that. Yep, that's the truth. But what about... Anyway, come to my quarters. We'll talk more there. Midoriya gets to his quarters and immediately a dagger is pulled on her. Pulled on him. I'm taking a guess this is more than just a talk. I'm afraid it is. I will have to ask you one question. Go ahead. I'm not hiding anything. You may not remember me, Ochako Yoraka, a former member of the Viperhead clan. Yeah, I know you. I also know that you're the granddaughter of the Vault Dweller who destroyed the Enclave, the chosen one. So you knew my uncle. He was a worthy foe, and your grandfather was better. A fight of a lifetime. Then why did you kill him? I didn't. He died from age. Crap! Died from age, huh? Not surprising. You wanna fuck? What is with you women and being so damn horny? I mean, we're gonna be fighting the Legion tomorrow. What makes you think they're gonna get a second chance? Fuck it. After a nice night, Midoriya gets up, walks towards the thing, and sees Mineta and Mirako. Oh, actually smiling in the distance. Enjoying the view, you two? Hello, General. Hello. Old friend, yeah, we were enjoying it. Good. Not many people get to enjoy a peaceful view. Yep. So, you and Ochako, huh? We're not a thing. It was just a quick fuck, and then we were gone. Huh. You think the ancestors of the Khans would be proud? In some way, yes. Taking out an opponent like the Legion, and it will be a thing. But I highly doubt how they'll respect our choice of actually treating the NCR as an ally. Until then, we might as well get ready for war. And war they got ready for. The NCR come on protecting Hoover Dam. They noted this at the Legion, led by the Butcher, which his name translates to... Ooh, Butcher. Pretty much is leading the charge. While we're doing that, the Yar, aka the Wanderer, or the main protagonist of Fallout New Vegas, leads and attacks them. So yeah, no grand battle for them. While they're doing that, the Khans, Brotherhood, and all that are attacking supply camps. Since Hoover Dam, they all he needed was Midoriya. Since he's very powerful. This is when Midoriya says, "Ready? Let them come." As the Legion charges, landmines, rocket, and it's all other horrible googads and doodads start going out, blowing everything up. Unfortunately, the Legion was not expecting landmines up the wazoo. They were expecting them to be honorable, like Greek soldiers. They weren't expecting to be attacked or underestimated. After a couple of shots, Midoriya goes after Butcher. "I've always wanted to fight you." "Do I know? Why, I'm not really a popular man." "That's what I always hated about you. You've never taken glory with pride. But you're the only worthy adversary, to be honest. Why even fight for a lost cause now? The Legion is only using you as a puppet." "The Legion, I am loyal to it. They gave me a purpose. They gave me a life. A life that was never even worthy of living to this day." So you slaughtered your clan for no apparent reason whatsoever. The only reason you did it was out of pure spite, thinking that your clan was weak. You get desperate. You weren't wrong on that, but you're not right either. No clan is ever weak. It's only their leader that makes them weak. Killing them, you just prove that you're weaker than them because you couldn't even accept defeat. So you fight me, hoping I will give you a glorious death. Is that right? You're no normal man. You use your mind for more than that. That I admire. And yes, well, what makes you think I'm the only worthy opponent? Do you really think, just because you're gonna fight me, that I'm the only worthy opponent around these parts? Absolutely not. Not even close. There are creatures out there, people who are more powerful than me, and you. I've fought the Chosen One. I have seen the Legion die under him. And I've seen him and I heard about him defeating Frank Horgan. The true monster. You're just a man trying to act like a god. And trying to fight a battle that's already lost. Look around you. Do you see any of your soldiers actually winning? Do they look like they are worthy? The fact that they can't even survive a single landmine. What should I do then? Take my advice. See what's worth living to you. I will in the next life. So, you're too convinced to fight me. It is my destiny. Very well. Let the battle begin. And so the battle begins, with Izuku and the Butcher leading attacks, destroying each other through pure strength, as their weapons clash and blade aids cripple. Well, their fight lasts for a good 3 days, as NCR and others fight and watch them fight. They don't stop. I'm fighting. And now, after this is when Midoriya gets a stab on his side, but Midoriya looks right back at the Legion and impales his horn directly into the side of the man. Blood gushes out of the mouth of the man, and with a single swoop under the horns, his intestines pull out while Midoriya is holding his side. I always thought I would die in battle. Glad I died by a strong man's hands. I will keep your word. I will actually find meaning. A reason to fight. Maybe after this, I'll see what true happiness is. You pathetic fool. Try your best not to get manipulated by a fool like the Legion again. The leader of the Legion is dead! And how? Yerka, this one Ochako sees to Midoriya. You're not gonna survive that, are you? Nope. Legion got me in the artery. I'm not gonna survive this. Not one bit. I already lived my 1,000. I already lived so long. It's a miracle I actually didn't. To be honest, I'm surprised I even lived this long. I actually thought over my years I'd be dead by now. But no. I'm still here and I'm still kicking. Today, I'm gonna close my eyes and take a permanent snap. I'm sick of fighting. Hopefully in my next life, I don't have to worry about fighting for the rest of my life. And I can actually sleep, knowing that my life was actually worth it. Sleep well. You definitely earned it. And that's it. That was... I know this one was a little bit shorter than your usual pull out, but I had not much to work with, and when you're not the main antagonist, you kind of have to go overboard on certain things. So, yeah. I'm not sorry that this is short, or because, let's be honest, Midoriya, like I said, he was not the main antagonist. I do have another D&D on the way, but that's not until Monday. So, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. This has been Uncle Dylan here, God of Chaos, and I'll see you all in the next video.